Okay, I will start. Okay, hello ladies and welcome. Today is a card making session. So I have asked you to bring please one piece, at least 1 or 2 pieces of 8.5 by 11. And 8.5 by 11 are the most basic, okay? So what we do is for a card, if you think about it, this is an 11 inch. If we cut it into half, then you have 5.5 as a card. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So for you to do not have the cutter, okay, so what you do is you take your ruler. So this is always the basic when you don't have a cutter, and you use a ruler and you measure on top. The full length is 11, and you make a marking on 5.5 right here. So lightly, and you do the same for the bottom.
Annie, can you translate?
现在拿一张纸，就是平时这种打印的，就是 A4 的纸，大概是11英寸，然后用一个尺，然后把它就是量一下，就在一半的位置，然后我们做一个标记。
Give them time to catch up.
Yeah. So you make a mark like that. It's really half. Okay. And now you take your scissors and you cut, okay? You cut along that line to separate it because each piece of 8.5 by 11 can make 2 cards.
Yeah, just give them a few minutes to catch up. Some of them are just taking out their papers.
Okay.
就是在中间，就是一半的位置，我们用剪刀把它剪开。是不是？
你係用 8.5 by 11。如果我哋係12 by 12咁啊點啊
Then you have to cut your paper into 8.5 by 11.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You can just cut it and then save the scrap pieces, okay? Because you can use it for later. Yeah. But 8.5 by. Okay, I don't want to digress, but as soon as you ask a question, I feel like digressing. Let me just stick to 8.5 by 11 in a minute, Elaine. I know what you're asking because for the 12 by 12, we can divide it into 6. Okay, if you cut it in half 6, then you can have a 6 and 6 by 6 by 6 card as well. So it really the size of the card is up to you. But this card, this size that I show you is probably the most popular, and you can buy the smallest envelope and it will work, right? Because it's just it would be 4 1/4 by 5.5 by the time we're done.
Veronica, you have just joined us. So
yeah,
Elaine
I
has
had
just
a most
cutting
inconvenient.
the 8.5, but your regular copy paper, she's just cutting it in half. So 5.5 inch on each side.
That's right.
Okay. 5.5.
Yeah, 5.5 inch on each side.
Yeah, so this is 5.5. Yeah, because 5.5, 5.5, it should be 11 inch. 11, 8.5 by 11. Okay, so we just divide it into 8.5 by 5.5. So we just take one of these. Let's take one of these. Now this is where you start scoring. You put the paper, what I call horizontally. When I say horizontal is this way, this is vertical, okay? Or so I measure again, this is 8.5. I put a mark at a halfway point, which is 8 1/4. So 8 1/4, put a point right down there.
Annie, can you translate?
就是再把这张纸再1分2。
3 1/4.
3%。
And then mark at 4 1/4. Mark at 4 1/4.
再把这张纸这样。
Yeah, so make a mark at 4 1/4. Make another mark. Now this one you don't need to cut. Take your ruler, or if your ruler is not long enough, well, you need a ruler long enough. You just connect those 2 points, and now this is where your butter knife comes in. So I'm going to talk about this just quickly, okay? You can have a paper opener. You can have a butter knife. That's my butter knife. can have another paper opener. So you see everything that has a point but is blunt, it does not cut you. And if you say, I got nothing, this is the last resort. You must have a pen at home. Take off the cap. There's your point. There's your point. Okay. So this is like when you have absolutely nothing.
Annie,
Wow.
can you translate?
可以用一个稍微尖一点的，但是不要用刀，就是把它划一道印子，是不是啊？是这样吗？
Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna use this as the minimal tool, but what you use whatever you have, and you put your ruler right against those two marks as a straight line, and now you do a scoring with nothing. And this is what you do. You just score and push down slowly. Okay, repeat it again so you can make the mark.
Can you translate, Annie?
就是用慢慢的把它弄一个印子出来，弄一道印子，但是不能把它划破，就是。
Yeah, and as you see, you can see the mark.
Very
This is a
good.
score mark, okay? And on the other side, well, because this is such a, I make the mark, this is not a pencil mark, but it's a score mark. So some of the tool would give you a greater indentation, like it would be deeper. So the deeper, the better, it's easier. But this one, the pen, is actually make a mark all right, but it's not very deep. So I'm gonna go again with my paper opener, okay? I think paper opener would be better because it's metal, okay?
哦，然后现在再划一道稍微深一点的印子。
对了。Okay, now this one I can see it, okay? You can see better. And when it goes to the back, it's even better. So this is the proper tool for scrapbooking. This one is very heavy, okay? Or what you do is you do one side and you think it's not thick enough. I mean, it's not deep enough. You flip to the other side and do the same thing, okay? So that you can have that indentation.
Annie, can you translate that?
Well, I should do it like that.
So same
Annie,
form.
can you translate that?
这里用铅笔做一个记号。这个是多少尺寸啊？
The same. I'm just doing on the other side.
Quarter, four and quarter.
4 and a quarter.
哦。
So now I'm going to use this. This is a much harder tool. Now I know I have the indentation on both sides. So you can, once you bend it, it bends very easily. Okay, it bends very easily because you have scored it. Okay, so from now on, when we say scoring, you know what I mean. You score it. Okay, now this is your very basic card. It's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay, you can have this orientation. You can have this orientation. Okay, so it's really up to you. Okay.
Give them a few minutes to catch up.
Oh, okay.
I can see them all working very hard.
How come you can see it? I can't see a thing.
Yeah, because I can see everybody there. They are all following. Very good.
Okay.
Just give them a few more
Don't
minutes.
panic. I'm not going ahead of you. I'm just showing you. Because we cut our paper like this, right? There's another way to cut is to cut this way. So this is a piece that is cut also with 8.5 by 11, like with this, but I cut it this way, like vertically, or no, horizontally, like just cut it aside. Okay. And then this one here, now this paper, because it's actually thinner, this is a heavier cardboard, okay? This one, you can try with for thinner paper, is all you do is just line it up half if you don't want to score. Okay, so you can gauge by the weight of the paper. For sure, if it's a piece of paper like the paper that you write, you always fold it. I mean, we fold paper all the time. Okay, scoring is only necessary when it comes to cardstock, because if you do not score, you will probably be crooked by the time you fold it over. It's just because of the thickness. Okay, so this one here, I'll try to just fold it this way. So after you cut this way, when you fold it like that, this is what we call a sandwich board. Okay. So a sandwich board is a card that sits like this. that sits like this. Okay, so there you have it. For 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, you can do 2 cards. You can do 2 of these, or you can do 2 of these. It depends on how you cut. Okay. Now I'm gonna cut out to give you an example. Okay, I'm gonna cut out because I know my card is 4.5. 4.25 by 5.5. I have to write it down, otherwise I would say the wrong things to do. 4.25 by 5.5. Remember when we do scrapbooking, we always want to have a border. So when you get a picture, and I know you will get pictures, you will always want to mount your picture with that quarter space on the card. Okay? So I'm gonna cut a picture. Well, okay, I'm gonna cut this picture. I'm gonna cut it out. So if the measurement is 4.25 by 5.5, I will reduce it to 4 by 5.25. You following me, right?
Elaine,
Does anyone to translate that?
yeah, Elaine, because we didn't ask them to bring a picture,
Yeah.
so let's give them a few minutes now to go and get a picture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you have a picture that you want to use for your card today, go and get a picture now. Elaine will give you 5 minutes. Annie, 你可以帮帮手。
现在给5分钟，我们去拿我们的画，然后拿来再做。
Yeah, any picture will do.
Yeah,
Just go
any
and find a
picture. If you have
picture.
a card, I was gonna show you just using your old Christmas card. You can do that too. Okay. Just grab a picture that's almost the size of this. Okay.
阿妹佢講咩啊？妹佢講
because 我哋冇叫你拎上嚟啦嘛，你家下你走去揾一幅畫又好，揾一個圖章又好，揾一張相又好，你拎嚟，咁樣 Elaine 會教你點樣整嗰張卡整佢靚啲。
哦。
啊，你揾一個舊嘅聖誕卡都得㗎，舊嘅聖誕卡都幾好㗎，啊哈。
有幅畫就得㗎啦 ，OK。Anything with a picture on it, you can.
Give them 5 minutes. They have all gone to get the picture.
And this is like the most basic, okay, the most basic card because.
没有那么多好看的字。
卡片多吗？拿回来的是那个卡片。
We're still waiting for a few more to come back.
Yeah, no problem.
Yang 太太，你有没有漂亮的相片？
求其攞張聖誕卡得啦，係嘛
？Oh yeah.
係啦，啊呢個
你係學緊嘅，所以 I don't think you will send this out, but so that you have something that you can work with, and you kind of get an idea what it is.
梁太太啊，你可以去找旧的聖誕卡也是可以的。
哦，聖誕卡。
係啦，舊嘅聖誕卡都得啊。啊哈。
聽到嚟㗎。
佢講你講。
總之你有一幅畫就得㗎啦。啊哈。
我有一幅畫。
OK。
哦，即係佢而家唔係 整我哋畫嗰啲畫。
看他做。
唔係，
Yeah, but it would, yeah, the example would carry over. You
最
would
容易就係舊嗰啲聖誕卡啦，梗係我哋個個人都有好多舊嘅聖誕卡㗎，
抌晒啦我。
抌晒啊！
Okay, 唔緊要啦。Okay, like I actually when I go travel, I collect brochure. These are sales brochure, and I cut out the pictures because I thought they're nice. So yeah, I mean, later on your eyes will be caught by things like that, and you go, oh, I think this looks nice, and you just grab it, and eventually you might use it. Okay.
Okay, I think Winnie is not back.
Okay.
Patina is not back. Waiting for 2 more to come back.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, Winnie is not back.
这个尺寸我翻不过来。
Okay, Winnie is back.
1/1
Waiting for Patina.
I want to know the size.
You want
I
to
want
know
to
what?
the size of the car. Is bigger than your board prepare.
Yes. When you have pictures from like the pictures that you paint, I understand they're all 6x4. You need to trim it then. If you want to put them on it, that's all. You just trim it, like you just cut it down a little bit. Okay. And that's the idea I'm showing you. For example, if this is your picture, then of course you have to make a choice. Okay. You have to get it down to that size. So, yeah. So actually, if I look at a picture like that, I actually would cut it down into half and do 2 parts. But the point is that you have to trim it because this is, I mean, the size is fixed, right? It's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay.
How about this? Is too small?
No, small is fine. Small is, if it's smaller than this size, is okay. Because like, for example, I got a
This
picture.
one is okay?
Yeah, of course. Look
Okay.
at, then you can put it here, right? And it's a
Yeah.
frame, okay? And cards always have frames. So whenever I have space, again, this is a habit of mine. I always save these little strips of paper, especially if they have pattern on it. And then if you just tape it down there or something, then it frames it, right? I mean, it's nice, right? And of course, you would trim it off, you would cut it off so that it will fit. So the idea is quite simple. It's just take a picture that you have and put it on the card. And you can use pictures already made. You can use old cards. You can reshape the old card. Now, I would look at this and I said, I don't like this outside thing, so I'm gonna go cut it, okay? I'm gonna go cut it and make it into a little dome shape. And that worked too. So really,
You
this
want
is,
them to trim the pictures to the size of the card now?
yeah. You can trim it to the size of the card as long as it fits inside that 4 1/4 and 5 1/2, okay? And so right now our orientations like this. So it's actually like a landscape, okay? But if you want to change it, you want it to be like that, then your picture has to be up and down, okay? So this is your choice now, okay? This is your choice. Either this way, sideways, or vertical, okay? So I'm choosing it sideways for now, and I'm trimming this picture out.
Annie, can you translate that? Ask them to cut the picture to fit the card.
你可以把你喜欢的那个图片把它剪下来，无所谓，反正只要你喜欢的尺寸都可以剪下来，然后把它可以贴在这张卡上，是吧？
Thank you, Annie.
我翻的不太好。
No, I understand all you said. It's perfect.
Thank you.
Okay, they are all cutting the picture, so give them a few minutes.
I'll explain something as you continue cutting, okay? I told our scrapbooking class that you never use glue. Where's my glue? You never use these glue on pictures or on our scrapbooking craft. That is because that's one reason is photographs has chemical in it that would react badly with this kind of glue because this glue is acidic, okay? However, when you make a card like this, you're sending it away to somebody, okay? I really, really doubt that in 50 years, somebody's gonna pick up the card and say, oh my goodness, the picture is ruined. So for that reason, when we make cards, we're very free to use the glue, okay? Yeah. So you don't have to use tape. You don't have to use the non-acidic tape.
Pat à? Pat.
係
你揾到嗰張卡係咪？你家下你要切出嚟啦，你個畫嗰度係咪？你要切出嚟，你總之你啱 size，你嗰張卡就得㗎啦。
嗱，而家咁樣得唔得？得唔得？
唔知咧，你嗰個卡你啱唔啱裝落去啊？你好似呢個大啲喎，如果係大啲，你要切細佢咯。
切細佢，等佢有少少邊啦。Okay, you cut it so that it's not like so snug in the picture, just a little bit of a room. So I'm just cutting the little bit on my picture to give it a little bit more definition. But again, it's up to you. It's not absolutely necessary because I've got a star here.
Everybody is cutting.
Yeah.
不要弄。
Yay, Veronica. You're way ahead of us.
Fast.
这时候翻译的很好。
站到上面再拨，要不然你。6个是吧？
Okay, I think they have caught up with the cutting.
Okay, good. So now it's time to just paste it down. So, like I said, use your glue. Okay. But I'm gonna cheat because I need to get ahead of you. So.
这条肉这个短。
I'm going to use glue. Now, using glue, there's one tricky part. Because it's just your white glue, these are just Alma's glue. Okay, so you know that they don't dry right away, right? So you need to leave them alone. You can't just handle them. But with our tape, it's different. Those double-sided tape is that it would stick right away and it won't fall off. But with the glue, you have to be patient. You put it down and don't touch it and just leave it sit there. But even an hour later, it will stay. But if you go and do something with it, it might pop off because the glue doesn't dry instantly. Okay. So I'm gonna trim this off. This is see now it's not already. So I'm going to tell you this thing. So when you glue things down and things start to like pop up on you, you must have these kind of bowl clip at home, right? Or at least you have paper clip. Okay, paper clip would work too. Okay, is to put a paper clip over that and just let it hold. Like for an hour or two, it's okay. Okay, it won't make an indentation. And just let it hold there so that it was until the glue is totally dry. Then you can take it off. Okay.
Annie, can you translate that?
就是把这个图片
用夹子夹起来，
用夹子夹起来。
直到它干掉。
我老公在旁边帮我
Oh,
了。
somebody can translate, yeah. Then Annie more, otherwise poor Annie. Annie doesn't get to do it. Now see, you can see this is starting to pop out because it is glue. So I'm going to use this one and just put it down there so that it reached the edge, and that's it, okay? And then I'll take it out very quickly so that it won't make an indentation. I just want it to stay without popping up. Okay, so now you can see the disadvantage of glue. Because the thicker the material, when it comes to paper, it doesn't stay very well, but you can work with it. It's not a big deal. Okay.
佢用嗰個夾咧夾住佢咧，等嗰啲膠可以乾啊！呢啲濕嘅膠咧要好耐先乾㗎，所以你夾住佢咧，咁樣佢唔要就位啊。
Exactly. Okay. Now, one card done. See how fast it is? Okay. So now I'm not going to talk about these cards anymore because I really want to show you another card that you can make. I don't know if we have time for 2 more, but today we have 1 more. This is what we call an infinity card. Okay. An infinity card is like this. Let's start from the beginning.
Infinity card.
The infinity card is like, now I have not decorated anything. Okay. So imagine here there's a square here. There's 4 more squares. Okay. And I'll show you how to do this. But this card is like, you can open it, you can flip it, you can continue to open it, you can flip it, and it's never ending. Okay? So imagine something like this. Now I'm gonna mark on my card to give you an idea. This is just a template, so it's not a big deal. So if you have a picture, for example, you have a picture like this, okay? And imagine this is a picture. I'm going to draw an apple. Okay, now, don't do that. Don't do that. Just listen first because you don't want to ruin it, okay? So an apple, and then let's say this is a bottle. Okay, my drawing is horrible, but I'm just showing you this, okay? And so you can see how this progresses is that a picture split into 2, you open it, there it is, and then you flip, open them, there's another image. So you have to stick on, not drawing on, okay? You have to stick it on another image. And then this card would never end. You can keep at it like that, okay? This is what we call an infinity card, okay? And so I want to show you how you make an infinity card. Because after you finish, I would tell you what you can do on here, okay? So an infinity card is actually very, very simple. Is you can take a piece of the 12 by 12 paper now, okay? And cut 4 pieces of 3 inch by 6 inches, okay? Let me tell you. Each piece is 3 inches. So cut 4 pieces of 3 inch by 6 inch. Okay, cut 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 of them. Okay, so we can do it now. I'm going to do it with you. Okay, I'm going to cut 4 pieces of.
Okay, do you want them to take out the 8.5 by 11 inch paper?
Yeah, they can use that paper. Yeah,
okay.
but if they have 12 by 12, it's even easier. A 12 by 12 paper, you cut it in half, is 6 inches. Okay.
Okay, so everybody take out a piece of paper, and then we need to see if they have a piece, because we only ask them to bring 2 sheets of paper, right?
No, the scrapbooking class has 12 by 12.
No, I'm talking about the rest of the students.
Yeah, the rest of them, you can take this out, and then you have to measure. Okay, you can go along like this. Okay, measure 3 inches, 6 inches, 9 inches.
Okay, can you stop there? So can you take out another piece of paper, all of you? 每个人拿另外一张纸出来 ，Pat 拎多一张纸出嚟。
咁樣
这个是要正方形的是吗？
但係我個呢個係11寸啫喎，唔夠12寸喎。
I know.
唔緊要，唔緊要。
你要攞多另一張紙嚟啦 ，OK? You have to pick up another because I need 4 slices of 3 inches by 6 inches. Okay.
Okay, can you do the 3 inches again? So
Yeah,
can you slow down? Yeah,
just
3
go
inches, right?
3, 6, and 9. Okay, and I
Okay,
go.
can you have them do that first? That step. Just do that step first.
Okay, and then you have to cut them all. You have to cut them up because you have 4 strips. Now these you need to be quite straight. Okay, exact because.
So 3 inch, 3 inch, 3 inch.
Yeah,
and
measure
you可以
1
translate 吗？
inch. Yeah, but you're right. The 8.5 by 11 will only give you 3 pieces. Okay.
是3英寸。
Okay,
3
3 inch, 3 inch, 3 inch. Okay,
Can you give them time to catch up with you? Because I think some of them are looking confused.
Oh,
Yeah, so just leave the paper there. So 3 inch, 3 inch, 3 inch, right?
mhm.
How do you use the cutter to cut it?
Use a cutter.
Yeah, I have a cutter.
Cutter is super easy. This is my cutter. 3 inches is right across. 1, 2, and 3.
So you don't have to worry about
You don't have to worry about anything. If you have a cutter, you spend. I'm done. If you have scissors, then yes, you have to cut, right? There. This is my 3 pieces of, and then I'll get 1 more piece of white to get the 4 sheet out. Let me get it.
阿梁太，你跟到嘛？你家下要拎張紙係咪？你量3寸、3寸、3寸係咪？咁樣你切咗3條出嚟啊？
就是应该是一个正方形的纸，把它分成3份。
啊 ，yeah.
Yeah, if you have 12 by 12, if you have 12 by 12, all you do is cut it in half. Okay, let me just show you that.
我剪了8.5，我弄成一个正方形的纸。
If you have this, if you have a 12 by 12 sheets, all you do is cut it in half. And then you can get four strips of 3 inches right away because it's 12 by 12. This would be the easiest one to work with if you have 12 by 12, okay? So you cut, so I can cut it, you cut in half for 6. So this is with a cutter now and with a square sheet. And then 3 inch across. So you get 4 exactly. Okay. Oh wait, how come this is so short?
Is everybody ready with their strips? No, they're not ready. They're all still cutting.
I know.
因為唔叻嘢咧，都冇叫我哋買呢啲嘢。
啊？
你还得分成3份。
都冇講要買呢啲紙，佢都冇
全部裁下來。
Yeah, only the scrapbooking class already see, okay? When you don't have it, you go back to your 8.5 by 11. You can still do this, okay? So take 4 sheets of this that I cut by 5.5 by 11. Now I have 4 of them, 3 inches each, okay?
You want them to have 4 sheets, or you want them to have?
You have 4, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, okay?
But from the paper, they only had three strips, right?
Do they have 1 more sheet of the 8.5 by 11?
那个不是那样的。
Okay, so you need them to have 4 strips then.
有点气啊！
你这个不是那个刻度，不是10进制的。
哦，那怎么算啊？怎么分啊？我看厘米的。
阿 Pat 同阿 Mrs. 梁啊，嗰個3寸嗰個咧，你要切到4條出嚟啊！
係，我而家揾2張嚟
啊，係咯，揾多一張紙啊，要切4條出嚟啊！
I try。好似阿蘇嗰陣時俾咗嗰啲咩 paper，
我算一下
computer paper， 我而家攞嗰啲嚟切啊。
難弄啊！你怎麼弄啊
Lisa and Lina，你們聽得懂嗎？ 我们要4张那个3寸的要
明白
4张。
A4 纸打折，然后一半切了之后再分4条，
用
是不是这个意思啊
3张纸做出3的。
How many square you need? 3 by 3
Okay,
inches.
so it's not okay.
How
So
many square
3.
you need?
I mean, sorry, 4, 3 by 6. So because
3 by 6.
3 by
work
6
with 8.5 by 11 paper, measure 6 inches this way, okay? Because it needs to be 3 by 6.
3乘6
3乘6。
Okay, so I've got them in a pile, and I'm
啥
just
意思啊？
cutting
4 张
into
3乘6的。
个3乘3的有9张是吧？
不是3乘3，是3乘6啊。
乘6 3乘6的，
3乘6要4張。
3乘6。
3寸乘6寸嘅要4張啊。
3乘乘
3乘6啊，咁咪又要再 cut 噶咯喎？我覺得我嗰啲係8寸半。
係啊，你要多一張啦。
你8寸半你可以切到3張出嚟啊嘛，你要拎多另外一張8寸半嘅咯。
你打橫你可以攞到3張，right？因為佢係11寸，佢
係。我攞咗3張，係我而家攞3張。
Okay.
Give them time to catch up. They are catching up with you.
幾多張？4張。4張。
Okay.
4張即係2張紙 cut 出嚟。
係咯，2張 cut 出嚟就有4張啦。你每一張係3寸乘6寸。
即係打橫3寸。
係啦，呢度係6寸，呢個係3寸。OK。
OK， 明白。
Yeah, just leave the 4 strips there for them to see.
If we are using 12 by 12, then we will have 8, 3 by 6. Is that correct?
If you use 12 by 12, you will have 8 pieces. You can make 2 parts. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You only need half of a 12 by 12.
Okay, understand.
They are hard at work, Elaine. They are all working very hard.
Okay, 我犧牲幅畫嚟 show 俾你哋睇。You guys go ahead and cut, and I'll show you. When you finish cutting, let me know. Because
I'm watching. I'll let you know.
Okay, so I'm gonna make this really quickly to show them, to give them.
3寸。
Yeah, thank you, Angela. Angela is ready.
Oh, Angela. Oh.
But she's the only one who's ready.
4張嘛。
慢慢嚟，
夠
慢慢嚟。
大啊！
阿 Pat 你切好咗啦？
切咗4塊係咪
？4條啦嘛係？你有4條嘛？嗯。Okay, good.
还要啥？除3乘6 4张。
刚才那个
还要3乘3。
Yeah, I think most of them are ready.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay.
What else?
So now it's a whole bunch of scoring. You have to do them each by itself, okay? So take your ruler again. This is a 6-inch across. So score at 1.5.
一寸半， 一
and
寸半
4.5.
and the other one is what?
4.5.
一寸半 and 四寸半。
Because you want 1.5 on each side, okay? 1.5 and up to 4.5 score again, okay? Do a score line, okay? I detect something that is not
四寸半。
Can you show that one more time, Elaine?
sure.
Oh.
So it's 1.5, 1.5, and 4.5. Okay, 1.5 and 4.5. Okay,
Okay, one
This
and a
one
half.
all 6 inch 6.
they're all 6 inches long. Okay, they should be. Okay, they should be all 6 inches long. Okay.
只要画一张就可以了，然后再把它剪掉。
阿梁太你睇到冇？Sorry, Elaine, you need to show that again. She missed it.
Okay, I will show it. Just let me clean up my thing first because I need it to be exact.
剪掉了。
Okay.
Is that excuse me? Is that by 6 inch by 3 inch?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Each one is
Yeah.
3 inch. Okay. And so on each one of this, you do this 4 times, and each one is the same. You make a mark on 1.5.
阿梁太你睇一睇呢度一寸半，你畫一個，你畫一個一寸半。
And 4.5.
第二個係4寸半。
Yeah, because on each side you have 1.5. Okay.
哦。
下邊嗰度又係一樣，下邊嗰度又係一寸半，畫佢，4寸半畫佢，然後咧你就
do the same for all 4 of them.
啊，
And then take your score pen, whatever,
拎把刀。
and you score them now. Okay, you score it. Score into that. You push
你
it
畫
down.
線啦，拎把刀畫線啊。
Okay, and you do the same.
Annie, you want to translate?
现在就在这个尺寸上面划一下，做个记号。
Okay, can you see the score line?
And then 每6張都係一樣咁樣做法。
Yeah, all 4 of them the same.
张。
Yeah.
是做一个记号。
For the people with the cutter,
对，
and I think somebody has a cutter, is to do the same thing.
How do you
Line it up at 1.5.
Yeah.
And you have a
但是我做出来怎么那么少
take
？Yeah.
this and run it down.
Oh, I see.
哦。
Okay, and I
你这个东西很好呢。
take it and 1.5.
老
Okay.
蒋啊，去拿一个。
Okay.
我不知道。
So this is for people with the cutter. Okay.
折一下。
拿这个尺子。
所以你哋6張都係做一樣嘅。
4張，4張。
4張。
4張啊。4張一樣的做。
對。
Now, one more step.
Let them catch up with this one first.
Okay.
Wow, come on.
Who is that?
Yeah, I don't think I have time for the other card. If they like, we have to do it next week for that. This one is actually a really nice card. But
Don't take that out. Yeah.
now keep working on it. It's okay. See, I've done this. Okay, what you do is you turn the card this way. You see you have 3 sections now. On the top section, you need to score another square. Okay?
Let them finish this scoring first, Elaine. Otherwise, they'll be looking at you and they will not be doing what they need to do.
I got me making something.
然后再分成什么？
中间再划一道。
Yeah.
就是再划一道 mark
Oh, okay.
3 inch divided to 1/2 inch。
是哪？中间。是吧
1/2 inch。
怎么办？
They are not ready. They are still catching up.
怎么办？1寸半，再划一个。
Oh, and I'm gonna work on mine.
有点那样，大姐。
这样，对折就可以了。
The other squares that we make, are they going to be 1.5 inch?
Yes, you mean up here?
Yes.
Yes, yes. If you're ahead already, you can score another one, how about only on this end, okay? So this is it. Can you see it? Okay, only on the top, you divide that into another square by 1.5.
这有剩的。
Okay, so score again at 1.5.
I love you too.
Yeah, we do both ends.
Yeah, both ends, and you'll end up with 4 sheets looking exactly like that, okay? So you can make your marking by using the pencil and the glue again. 1.5 on the bottom.
I'm making this. No, I'm 1 minute.
Only score top and bottom. Don't score the middle. So the middle had a big square, okay? When you score.
中间要用的。
Lần thấy này cân đủ mà. Cân đủ mà. Cân đủ hả? À.
They're very busy today.
Where's that thing? Oh.
Are you okay?
Greens 就可以。都折过了，这个没事。4.5
So Elaine,
Yeah.
after this, what should I do next?
Okay, are you guys all ready?
No,
Maybe
not yet.
somebody okay. Sorry.
No, just hold on, Elaine. Lena, have you done the 2 ends already? You have done
Is
the
it
2
like
ends?
this?
这个以前我们小时
Yeah, have you done the 2 ends here?
No.
Yeah, so divide this into half and score another line, only halfway through.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
do that for all 4 of them.
So what's the say? Is it 1.5?
1.5, yeah. 1.5.
Okay. Thank you.
So if you've done that, you can gently fold that little, even that little one, just gently fold it so that you have a fold. Okay. You can fold these two lines stronger. Okay.
张正，你张啥？
Veronica, from our screen, it looks like you've got disco lights going on at the back.
I've got a what in the back?
Disco lights.
Oh, well, should I turn it off?
No, 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 no. I'm just saying. Yeah, it keeps flashing.
Maybe when I move.
Yeah.
When we fold the cards, do we fold them all the same way or opposite?
It's opposite. Well, hang on. What do you mean by fold? When you put them together, it's opposite. Yeah. At the end product, it's opposite. But here, I've done this. I can give you now. You give me one set. Let me do this real quick and show you.
Well, I just noticed on the bottom of like your two pieces of paper, one's folded one way, one's folded the other way.
You talk about this one?
Yes.
Oh, no, no, no. Okay. Okay. They're all four identical, right? For now. Yeah. I haven't shown you anything yet, but yeah. So you have four of them. Okay. Okay. If you want to get going.
No, not yet, Elaine.
Oh, okay.
No, I think she's asking when you're folding each of the lines here, are you folding
all
it
the
one
same
way or the other?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it doesn't matter because it's infinity. We have to bend them both ways. Yeah. So yeah, we have to bend them both ways.
Yeah. So hold on. They're not quite caught up with you yet.
I know. I know. Actually, I'm not as caught up as I think I am because I need to cut my squares.
Looks like Angela is ready. Angela, you've got everything folded, even the ends. The ends are folded. Yeah, I can see that the ends are folded as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Let me check with the others. I think Veronica is ready. We need.
I'm ready also.
Ready.
Yeah.
Lily. Lily. Are you?
Yes.
I'm okay. 你得未？你接晒未啊？
得啦，可以啦。
你接晒吓
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So now this is the last step. What you do is now this is the important step. You can put them together like that. Okay. You can on your orientation, two together. Take these pieces and cross them. Okay. So if your bottom is straight up, your top two is like perpendicular. Okay. You see that? Okay. The split here, the split there. Okay. Cover one over the other. Okay.
Yeah.
You will end up covering over one another. Now the key is this. You see, you have squares. Okay. Only put glue on the four corners. Okay. And line up your paper and glue them. Now I'm gonna start doing it.
Elaine, before you glue, can you show the orientation of the paper again?
Yeah. Yeah. It's basically this one is split this way. The top two is split this way. Okay.
Hold on. Annie, can you translate?
下面两张竖的放，然后上面两张横的放，把它叠起来。然后在四个然后在最上面四个角上用胶水把它粘住，是吧
？That's right. That's right. Okay. So cover glue.
係啦，下邊嗰度係直嘅，上邊係打橫嘅。
Actually，打橫
嘛，
而家係咁樣先係啦。
下邊係咁樣嘅。
Okay, as long as they are not together, because they need to twist. So if yours is like that, then the top would be like that.
上邊嗰兩張同下邊嗰兩張要唔同嘅方向嘅。
係啦，
相反方向啊。
冇錯啦，冇錯啦。
相反。
Okay. So now I'm gonna apply glue on the corner only. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm gonna write it down.
最旁邊的四個。
Okay. This is where your glue is. Okay. Can you see it?
Yeah, we cannot see it. Just put the glue. It's fine. We cannot see the mark. but it's fine.
Can I
Just put the
see,
glue.
can I see the red mark?
No,
Okay.
no, it's hard to see. It's fine. Just put the glue.
Okay, so it's only 4 corners. Now don't go out of that corner, okay? Because if you start sticking these things down, your card won't turn, okay? So just the 4 corners, that's all.
Annie, can you translate that?
把胶水涂在最旁边的4个角上。
Yeah. Only the corner. Now there's 2 square. Don't go over it, okay?
不要最旁边的。
Yeah. The 4 corners.
淨係個角落頭嗰度放嗰啲膠㗎。
係啦，嗱，我等我整 only on the corner. Don't go up, okay?
係放喺下邊嗰張紙嗰度係嘛？
係啦，呢個底嘅，OK？
底嗰度。
因為你知道一啱你嚟嘅時係咁嘅，OK？因為底嗰張係打橫嘅，OK？ Because the bottom is horizontal line. You know that when it comes over, you need the vertical line go on top, okay? Now, once you've done that, what I do is I pick this up. I know I have glue here. I would take this and line it up so that it's exactly corner to corner so that I won't mess it up. Okay?
把两个角对齐。
Now, this glue here, okay? I put it down now, okay? Now, you do the same with this side. And I got glue.
You have a lot of glue?
No, don't put a lot of glue. Like, and this is your sample anyways. Don't put too much because the paper itself is the paper that we use is quite thin. But when you finish the product, what happened is that you're gonna put more cardstock on all the sections to make a picture. Okay, so I'll talk about that a little later. Okay, let me finish it. So now with the bottom, okay, pick this up again, do the same, the corner to corner. Okay, you already have another sheet, so you know you would just stick the corner together, okay? There's only a corner, and then the last corner, of course.
Okay, give them time to catch up with the gluing.
Yeah. So you have glue on all 4 of these, okay? On all 4 corners. Let it just sit a bit because you need to turn the thing.
Okay. 变成尖的呢？
哦，
梁太黏咗未啊？嗰4個角落頭黏咗啦。Okay.
Yeah. And so this is you turn it. It's called infinity card. That means it's never ending. Okay. So when you decorate it, okay. So now you be careful now because it's still wet on you. Okay. So these 4 corners has to be very secure because you're handling it. So you open it like this, and you can keep opening it. Okay. You can tell. You can keep opening it. Okay. You pressed it down a little bit. Okay. And you can keep opening it. Okay. So for example, if you make a birthday card, okay, you can open it up. You can have pictures here. These corners are squares. They're all 1.5 by 1.5. When you do, when you decorate it, You want something that is slightly smaller. Let's say is 1 1/4. Oh, actually, no, it's 1 by 1. So you have a quarter rim around it. So you can cut 8. I think you end up cutting 16 of these squares of 1 by 1. Okay, either a picture or color paper, whatever, and sticking them on. And this is a 3 by 3 pictures. Okay, but the point is you can construct a card, and you can have a message inside. You can have pictures, and at the end, what people do is they would leave 2 sides blank so that they can write on it. Okay, and it will come back to the beginning. So you can do a birthday card. You can do, I've seen a Valentine's Day card, like all kinds of cards. This is just a construction of a base. Okay. I was working on this one here, but I didn't work fast enough. And what happened is the picture, the image, because you have to realize that you have all these sections, okay? You have to cut up your picture according to the section and put them back in together. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like a jigsaw puzzle, okay? So for example, if I want to use this picture, okay, this picture, okay, I have to subdivide this picture into not 3 by 3 anymore. You have to put a 1/4 inch on each side. So this would be 2.5 by 2.5. And like I said, these ones would be 1 by 1. So you cut all these squares into the size. And when you mount them, you get a full picture, even though they're all separated. And then you can turn them and twist them. And
okay. Yeah, I come in soon, okay? You snip first, okay?
Pardon? Oh.
Huh?
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
maybe what we can do is we can get everybody to decorate the infinity card is done, right? The construction of the card is done.
Yeah.
So we can get everybody to decorate the card, and then next week, bring back and show everybody what you have done with your infinity card.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, I'm gonna do a complete one for you next week, okay? But it's just mastering the card, the design, okay? So yeah, we are running out of time because I have an appointment right after this. But next week, if you guys would come back with pictures, like I can take this card and I would cut it according to size, and it would still look like a complete picture, but it'd be already cut up into different sections. And some pictures are really nice if you find good pictures. And each side is different, okay? Each side it can be different. So that's why I use the image of, like, you can have a horizontal picture here, and when you turn it, you can yet have another picture, something that is horizontal. That one is vertical. Pardon me. This is vertical and horizontal. But you have, so when you look at it, you say, what do I need? You need about 8 of these squares. This one is a 3 by 1.5. But you would need to cut something out at 2 3/4 and 2 3. No, is 3 minus a quarter. 3 is 2 3/4 times 1. Okay, like a picture or an image, so that you can have it smack in the middle. Okay, I hope you understand what I'm trying to say.
Can you take out the card that you did earlier on? Yeah.
Early on, like the one that I just
the first card you did today.
This one?
The first card you did today.
Oh, this one? Oh, this one.
So maybe next week we can show them how to, if you want to open the card, we can show them how to put an insert paper inside.
Oh, that one is really simple.
So we can do that next week.
Yeah, take it down by 1/4 inch on each side and just tape the top and leave it so that it's open.
Yeah, we can do that next week so that they can complete that card.
Yeah. But yeah, I think again, if you can decorate an eternity card and do one at home, that'd be really nice. Okay.
And then the other one that you were going to show them, the 3D card. Can you show the 3D card? We can do this next week also. This
card is like this. It's an open pop-up card.
Can you move back, Elaine? Can you move back? Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
Okay. So this card, when you close it up, is like that. This is what I said. This is what we call sandwich board. But then the sandwich board, there's a cutout like that. So you will have images on all 4 of them and images on the bottom and the top. And this is one card. Okay. So if you like, I will show you how to fold this next week. But come back with the infinity card decorated and with this card that you've made. So we can do we'll do a 10-minute sharing in the beginning, and the rest of the class we will put this together. This takes a bit longer, okay? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Elaine.
Okay, let me ask one more thing. If you guys want to do this, please have
I will send out the list.
Yeah, they need about 2-3 sheets of these 8.5 by 11 to do this.
Yeah, we can communicate, and I will send out the list. Don't worry.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Yeah, I'll send you the measurement to me.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so we will see everybody next week.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.